Hello everybody, I'm Ellbristow, this is Ellitopia Gaming, welcome back to KSP Live. Last week we started our new season, Season 5 of KSP Live, and we started it off with, a bang, in that we lost Jebediah Kerman, which was a bit of a shame. But we also got quite a bit done. We started a new tech tree, but within the space of one episode we managed to unlock all of Tier 1, all of Tier 2, and we're starting to unlock Tier 3. We have 19 science, we need somewhat more than that. We have 177,000 funds, we also need somewhat more than that as well. So today we are hopefully going to be building on what we did last week. Achieve speeds exceeding 2,500 meters a second. Well, hopefully we'll be able to do that today. Now, we could do another VIP ferrying thing, but that doesn't really get us any further down the tech tree, and we've got some funds available. Excuse me. So, shall we just go for orbit curbing? I think we will. I think we'll just go for orbit curbing. Here we are on the launch pad with the Stellar Grazer 1 and William Kerman, our pilot. We are going to stick our SAS on. We are going to stick our throttle to 100%, and hopefully we are going to launch this thing into orbit without it doing cartwheels and somersaults on the way, which is quite frankly possible and likely. So here we go. 3, 2, 1, launch! We are away. It's already a little bit wobbly. It's wobbled in the right direction though, so that's not terrible. Oh, it's wobbled a bit too quickly in that direction, if you ask me. Let's see if we can try and correct that just a little bit without the thing doing cartwheels. Okay, well, we are struggling a little bit. We don't have a lot of control over it. It's starting to let me pull up a bit. I should have brought the Kerbal Engineer part with me, really, shouldn't I? 30. It's not enough, is it? It's not good enough. We're picking up heat now, because we are too low in the atmosphere. We need to nose up. Come on, little rocket. Come on, William. If this all goes wrong, I'm blaming William. Let's stop accelerating a bit. Let's slow the thrust down. Come on. Let's get us out of the soup. Come on, out of the soup. No, you still want to pull us down. The atmosphere is still too thick for you, is it? We really need R8s or something like that. At this rate, we are going to reach the Apo far too early. Let's dump that engine off. That's got its own parachutes, and then we will be able to turn around, which will mean we are able to make use of the heat shielding better. Well, that's a bit too far. Could you perhaps come back and level out, maybe? We're gonna be fine. Oh, we recovered the fuel tank, the liquid fuel engine, the winglets. Wow, we recovered all of that. That was pretty good as well. Less than 12. Okay, so we can clear that off, and then we can dump this in sections, and this will hopefully all this will all land safely. So actually, we've not, aside from the fuel, we haven't really wasted any money, which is good. Yeah, I'm kind of stuck to this engine at the moment. Can I get off of it, please? I'd like to wiggle free of this engine, if you don't mind. I'd rather not be attached to it as we drop to the ground. Get off. Get off. Right, well anyway, I need to dump that. There we go. And we'll fire our parachute as well. There we go. Everything's safe. Everything is going to survive, is it not? Skabloosh. Skabloosh? Sploosh. Whatever. Yeah, splash. So, William Ullum has returned safely from an unsuccessful flight, but, as they say, anything you walk away from is a success. I think we've already had EVA reports from the water, haven't we? Yeah. And, oops, sploosh. Wake up. Yeah, okay, so we've already had all those. So let's board. So we lost, I think we had 227, so we've lost about 15,000 in fuel, which is not terrible. It's quite bad, but maybe we didn't have 227. 227. No, maybe it wasn't quite that high. Right, anyway, we can unlock some more parts down here. Because these are 45 each. Now, flight control would give us the reaction wheel and the R8 winglets, which we desperately need. So I think we're going to go for that. We've also got the radial controller panel, which I don't really know. It's a probe, basically, but that you can just attach to the side of the rocket, which is very handy. But I don't know that we have a practical use for it. Oh, we could put it in the... We could put it in the service module, in the service bay. Right, well, anyway, we're going to research that, because we need the R8 and we need the reaction wheels. So let's close that and go back, and we will modify the Stellar Grazer. Okay, so here we are on the launch pad with the Stellar Grazer 2 with Bleetkerman in the pilot seat. Hopefully this thing will have much more control than the previous attempt, and will hopefully still get us into space. So SAS is going on. Our throttle is going to 100%. Here we go. I didn't do any kind of countdown, did I? Never mind. We are going straight up this time, which is good. Very, very slight easterly tilt to it, but we should be able to control that. Those first solid boosters are probably about to die. Yeah, here we go. Bomb. Pop them off. There whoa, that was wrong. Okay. Well, they're missiles now. Yeah, slight mistake there. Whoa, where we have a lot of control over this. Right, we may now not have enough Delta V for this one. Yes, those small boosters should have been on a different stage for sure. So thank you for those of you who are now belatedly pointing that out to me in the chat. This is a bit of a banana, isn't it? It's a bit of a wobbler, this one. But hopefully we might actually still have enough Delta V to get this thing into orbit. Oh, things are being recovered. We have got stages being recovered. Apo is at 70,000. That engine in the middle isn't going to be enough to circularise our orbit out, is it? Apo is coming up on 76. Okay, well, let's ditch that off. Bring the throttle right down on this stage. That will hopefully get recovered without too much of a problem. We are going to be a little bit low on our orbit, but that's not the end of the world. 76,000 Apo, 65,000 currently, so we'll start burning when we get out of the atmosphere, obviously. How far are we from the Apo? Yeah, I don't think this engine's going to have enough fuel to get us into orbit. Ditching those solid boosters when we did really was not the ideal scenario. No, there is definitely not enough fuel in that. Okay, So, back to the drawing board on that one. However, we are in space, so let's get a crew report from here. No, we've already got one from here. Okay. Let's open things while we're still in space. Let's open the shutter. There's the thermometer from the telescope. Let's log the observations. A closer look at Kerbin's water confirms that it is indeed blue. We can transmit that, so let's do that because we've got loads of battery power. Let's get a magnetometer reading. We've probably already got one from up here, and we'll get a mystery goo reading while that one's going out. We'll keep that. Log that. Nope, we've already got that. Okay, reset that, toggle that back in. We won't have a temperature reading up here, so let's get that. Log the temperature. Seriously, you want to know the temperature now? We're in space, who cares? 8 science for that. I already had a crew report, didn't I? That's about all we've got. Materials bay. Why did I put a flag on the front of that as well? The microgravity has greatly affected the growth of the crystalline structures. Loose objects are also flying around the bay in a very messy but fascinating way. 25 science for that. Keep that. And sploosh. We survived. So let's see if we've already taken a mystery goo from the water. We have, but we can take another bit. Magnetometer. Log. Hey, that's new science. An accurate reading of the local magnetic field is recorded. 2 science for that. And a temperature scan. We've already got a temperature scan there, haven't we? So let's toggle that back in. Spin this craft around. And we'll get Bleat out. You swim round, Bleat. And you can empty out the... Oh, typical, it's the other side. Okay, you can empty out the thermometer. Take the thermometer reading. Oops. There we go. Take data. Then come back here and get back in. Grab and board. And then we can take another temperature reading from the water. 3.2. The water is colder than the surrounding air. Okay. 3.2 science for that. Keep that. And recover this vessel. 63 science again. Goodness me. Oh, that was the materials bay, wasn't it? That was 25 science on its own. There we go. 11,500 funds recovered just from the pod, etc. 1 XP gained for Bleat. That's good. Reputation of 161. My goodness, that's not bad. Let's just make sure that we've picked up all the debris, because I don't think we have. There we go. Stellar Grazer 2 debris, which landed all the way over there for some reason. Recover. Okay, so current status is 189,000 funds, 63 science and 161 reputation, 189,000. So we are spending a fair chunk on each of these launches, aren't we? So we want to make sure that the next one is a definite success. There we go. A bit wobbly, but let's get our SAS on. Let's get our throttle up. And Valentina Kerman is hopefully going to be the first Kerbal in orbit of this career, of this save game. So, here we are. This is the Stellar Grazer 3. We are ready to launch with Valentina Kerman in 3, 2, 1, go. We are away. We're away very fast. Very too fast. Whoops. That's too fast. Oh dear. That's like burning up on the atmosphere on the way out. Fast. They're done. Off they go. Away cleanly. Good. Chute destroyed by aero forces and heat. Meh. Hopefully they'll still survive. Let's start turning a little bit. There's a lot of pressure on these. They are generating some heat. Our Apo is almost outside the atmosphere. I think we're going to orbit, guys. Our Apo is now at 70, so we can shut this right the way down. And we will push our Apo up as the as the stars appear. Why can't I talk sometimes? We're going to push our Apo to about 80. There is 80. We'll go a little bit higher than 80 actually, because the atmosphere is still slightly fighting against us. 83, that'll do. And then we'll tick down a little bit as we come out of the... Oh, mind you, we're out of the atmosphere now. So, we are in space. We are outside the atmosphere. Let's get ourselves horizontal. Let's have a look at our current trajectory. Yeah, we've got a lot of work to do to get us into orbit, but I believe we have the Delta V. Okay, our Peri is outside of the planet. Let's reduce... Whoa, there we go. We are now in orbit officially, but not in a stable orbit. A little bit more. $69. Our Apo's got quite high, but there we go. That's 70,000. We are officially in orbit, in a stable orbit. There will be no crashing and burning and dying for at least the next 5 minutes. My name is Lucas. I'm his son. I mean you, Tuob. Huh? Sorry. Don't really understand that. My name is Lucas. Well, welcome, Lucas. I'm his son. Who's he? I mean you, Tuob. I'm sorry. I don't really follow you. So we're in orbit and we have fuel and things left. Let's get this open. Actually, we just missed some land. Let's toggle the shutter. If we do this, it actually takes pictures of underneath us, which, let's make it more realistic and actually turn the telescope so it's facing it. We just missed that little outcropping of land there, which is a shame, but we'll be over another one very shortly. Let's speed up time until we are, and then we can get some science from above there. Let's clear some of this. Stage recovered, stage recovered, stage recovered, stage recovered. Stage recovered. Orbit Kerbin! We didn't tell the recovery team that you'd be staying in space, so they're still looking. Great job. 68,504 funds makes it all worthwhile. 12 science and 30 reputation. Hopefully, that will be enough to unlock the moon missions. And sploosh. Okay. Valentina, you are a star. Let's recover this vessel and see if there's any debris to recover as well. But we have unlocked a fair chunk of science with that mission, I think. And a fair chunk of funds. Where are we at with funds? 251,000 funds. 143.5 science. And 191 reputation, and Valentina Kerman has advanced to level 1, which means she now has access to those lock to Apo and lock to Peri options when she's flying. 143.5 science, which means we can unlock something in here which we want to unlock. So I think we're going to unlock these solar panels for 90 science. That leaves us 53, so we can actually unlock general construction, which gives us struts and that quarter storage thing ready for when we need that. Space planes can come later. but we're going to unlock that general construction as well, which means the whole of tier 4 is now available for us to unlock once we've built up the science for those. So there we go. I mean, that's not been too bad. That's been quite successful, I think. So having unlocked some new technology, we've put Valentina Kerman up to level 1. So she's had a career boost. We've picked up 251,000 funds and our reputation is skyrocketing. We have no outstanding contracts. That is a very good place for us to call this stream to a close. So thank you for watching, everybody. If you're watching this live, don't forget to subscribe so that you get notifications next time we go live. If you're watching this on the highlights on YouTube, please don't forget to like, comment and subscribe to let me know that you guys want to see more of KSP Live. Thank you for watching, guys. Join us next week and hopefully we will be maybe heading to the moon next week on the stream. Don't forget also that once we hit 750 subscribers on the channel, we will be doing our special charity live stream, which will be the live real-time flight to the moon here in Kerbal Space Program. Hopefully to be joined by Scott Manley, maybe one of the guys from Squad, although it seems like scheduling is going to be pretty tough with the guys from Squad. And we might be able to get some other celebrity guests to come and join us, or maybe just some other KSP players, some KSP streamers, KSP YouTubers to come and join us. If so, that will make it a bit more interesting and hopefully will generate some more funds for the Child's Play charity, which is the charity that we're going to be supporting for that stream. So thank you for watching, everybody. I've been ellbristow, this has been Ellitopia Gaming, and you've been watching KSP Live, and I will see you next time. See you later.